I fear that the day I die, I am going to die, without accomplishing what I have in my mind. Life is too short, and a lot of things can happen, and I am really keen to see it with my own eyes, and that is why I am in a hurry. We are a G20 country, one of the biggest world economies. We're in the middle of 3 continents. Changing Saudi Arabia for the better means helping the region and changing the world. So this is what we are trying to do here, and we hope we get support from everyone. Righteousness is on our side. We will build the city from scratch. It will be drone friendly and a center for the development of robotics. We want to create something different. Neom is a place for dreamers who want to create something new in the world, something extraordinary. We want, as the Saudi people, to enjoy the coming days and concentrate on developing our society and developing ourselves as individuals and families while retaining our religion and customs. The idea is not to restructure the economy as much as to seize the opportunities available that we didn't address before. We will support anything to stabilize the oil demand and supply. The first robot in Neom will be Neom itself. We can uproot the Al-Houthis and Saleh in a matter of days. By 2020, we'll be able to live without oil. All we're doing is going back to what we were, a moderate Islam that is open to all religions, and to the world and to all traditions and people. We represent the moderate teachings and principles of Islam. We will not waste 30 years of our lives dealing with extremist ideas. We will destroy them today. It's only by coincidence I started working with my father, all because of King Abdullah's decision not to grant my promotion. God bless his soul, he did me a favor. We want to reach free energy markets, but with subsidy programs for those with low income, and not to have the subsidy in the form of lowering the energy prices, but through other programs. Vision 2030 is about a lot of big opportunities, so Aramco is one of them, Neom another opportunity. People used to be unhappy that files and data of Aramco are undeclared, unclear, and not transparent. The people who deserve and need subsidies are those who are on average incomes and less. We will not continue to be in the post-79 era. That age is over. We want to lead normal lives, lives where our religion and our traditions translate into tolerance, so that we coexist with the world and become part of the development of the world. We want to exert pressure on wealthy people. There is no common ground between us and Iran. No one involved in corruption will be spared, no matter who they are, I assure you. Whether a minister, a prince, or anyone. Anyone who is guilty of corruption will be held accountable. Iran believes that before Imam Mahdi reappears, it must prepare a fertile ground for him, and that it must control the Muslim world. The biggest danger of this terrorism and extremism is the tarnishing of the reputation of our beloved religion. We will not allow this to happen. We believe women have rights in Islam that they've yet to obtain. Iran's goal is to gain control of the 2 holy mosques. We have been influenced by you in the US a lot. Not because anybody exerted pressure on us. If anyone puts pressure on us, we go the other way. But if you put a movie in the cinema and I watch it, I will be influenced. The government should not be in control of the private sector. You create opportunity, you create business, you create development, you hand it to the investor, and start creating something new. We will not allow our country ever to be at the mercy of commodity price volatility or external markets. We have developed a case of oil addiction in Saudi Arabia. NEOM will have a lot of ports, some of them in Saudi Arabia, and some of them in Egypt. The journey towards restoring balance to markets, led by the kingdom, is proving successful despite the challenges. Over the years, the government launched more than one war on corruption, and they all failed. Why? Because they all started from the bottom up. There will not be any investment, or movement or growth in any region of the world, without the voice of the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund. A war between Saudi Arabia and Iran is the beginning of a major catastrophe in the region, and it will reflect very strongly on the rest of the world. For sure, we will not allow any such thing. We are a primary target for the Iranian regime. We won't wait for the battle to be in Saudi Arabia. Instead, we'll work so that the battle is for them in Iran. I had elements that were much more than what Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates had. If I work according to their methods, what will I create? All of this was in my head when I was young. I have all points of strength, and I have the opportunities to increase our non-oil revenues in many sectors, and I have a global economic network.